Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go!
From midfield now, Lawrence. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. But to throw again is Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Well, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Mixon again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Touchdown, Bengals. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Lawrence on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Elijah Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Quick slant caught by Kirk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Again, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. The Bengals at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Etienne. And some room to work. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid it. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly what the attack is one of the best in the league the prior season.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. He's going to go up top again. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. And just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender, because that's about as easy as they come.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A give running right, Etienne. A nice little juke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Bengals grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30. 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was midnight snack. Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And And some room to maneuver. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run right on the option. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Jones. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Minshew, 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. It'll be Minshew again. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Out of the gun is Minshew. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 3 quarters in the books. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
Indeed. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And
he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Now Minshew. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Minshew. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Minshew. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the try here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundering on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding